Okay. There we go. Okay. So I'll go ahead and get started. I'm Stacey Woodward. I am a director with Green Compass Global. We are a local USDA certified organic CBD industry based out of Wilmington, North Carolina. And Kelly and I are on a team together, and we are both part of the healthcare group that you guys are a part of. And I know for me, I was just telling them before we got started, when they announced the mandate on Thursday, I feel like I have had heart palpitations since then. Just, and I take CBD and I still have some anxiety, and I know what that's like. The frustration and the feeling of just not knowing what you're going to do when your whole entire family's livelihood is at stake. I'm a registered nurse. I've been a nurse for 25 years. I have never in my adult life done anything else as a career, and devoted my entire life to nursing. And honestly, for me, before we even get into who Green Compass is, I'm just going to give you a little backstory about why I joined. I have absolutely no sales experience whatsoever. And when I went into this company, I did not have any inclination that I was going to sell any products. I was actually working out and had a knee injury and started taking CBD for the knee injury. And then it got to the point to where I decided to buy into the company because I just frankly wanted a discount on my products because I use the products. The products work great for me. They work great for my husband. They work great for my kids and my dogs. And so I thought, why not join this company to get a discount on my products? But what I had found is once I started to use the products, and once my friends and my family realized that I was using the products, people were like, well, I want to try that, or I want to do that, or can you do this, or can you? And I started to say, you know what? I really think that, I could probably do this. I could probably sell this with zero sales experience whatsoever. And I will say, the good thing about you guys being in the healthcare industry is that you know the human body already. You know how the human body works. You have the education, you have the medical terminology. So even if you don't have the sales experience, sometimes I feel like you're already ahead of the game just because you have that little bit of medical knowledge. You don't need to know a thing about CBD. You don't need to know a thing about the industry. You don't need to know a thing about our company. And I'll kind of dive into that in just a minute. But I wanted to host this Zoom because I was going through, and I don't even remember how I got added to the group. Somebody added me to the group, but I started to read all of these testimonies from people. And I'm going to try not to get emotional, but I started to read about all of these people that were terrified of losing their jobs. And I remember, had this happened to me 20 years ago when I was a single mom with a 3-year-old and a 6-month-old, I have no idea what I would have done. I have no idea if I would have been strong enough to say no. I have no idea if I would have been strong enough to not be coerced into something because I felt like I had no other options. So my heart really started to go out to these people that I was reading their testimonies, and all these years in healthcare, 26 years, 16 years, even brand new nursing students that have started nursing school in the middle of a pandemic, and this is what they're going into, and they're being fearful and they don't want to do this, and they've been taught from day one to be advocates for their patients, to be the one right there helping them make decisions for themselves, and now they can't even make decisions about their own health. And it terrified me, and at the same time it made me so angry, very, very angry. So for me, I just wanted to start this Zoom because I wanted just to let you guys know a little bit about Green Compass, a little bit about who we are, and why I feel like you are here by no accident. I feel like this is the right time, it's the right company, and the trajectory of our industry is going this way, and this CBD industry is going this way. And I'm going to explain that. But Green Compass CBD, like I said, it's a local company based out of Wilmington, North Carolina. Our founders are locals. They're from Charlotte, transitioned to Wilmington, actually started our company because one of our founders had issues with postpartum depression. had taken CBD with great results. But years later, when she had her children, she wanted something that was cleaner and safer and healthier that she could give her children. Her husband was an existing sweet potato farmer, was in the industry, agriculture industry for over 15 years. They decided they were going to make their own hemp, and here we are. I don't know if you guys know anything about the CBD industry, but it was only federally legal in the Farm Bill passed in December 2018. Our company launched in February 2019. I don't know if you guys know anything about ground level company and what exactly that means, but a ground level company is a company that is 3 years or less and has less than 25,000 advocates. If you think about a company like Young Living, Mary Kay, Pampered Chef, not that there's anything wrong with any of those other companies. These are companies that have thousands and thousands of advocates. You could have 75,000 advocates in one city. Green Compass has 15,000 advocates in the entire nation. We have some states that have less than 25 advocates. We have many states that have less than 100 advocates. So our industry is wide open. Not only do we have 15,000 advocates, but we were just on a corporate call the other day, and out of those 15,000 advocates, only about 9,000 are actively working this business. And with that being said, our business, our first year, we made $11 million, doubled that our second year, and we're going into year 3. And if you've studied anything about the CBD industry, by 2025, we're projected to be in the billions, $1 billion industry. The first 1 to 3 years is a ground level company. And then at year 4, that is when your projection phase starts, your trajectory phase starts. So the first 3 years are the most lucrative time to get into a ground level company. So that's why I always tell people, now is the right time. You're in the right industry. In March of this year, we just initiated a brand new compensation plan. And starting in August, on August 1st, we're initiating something called a friend share program, where now not only do we get to sell our products, but each advocate in the company, you have your own referral code. That referral code is tied to you forever. So your customers get that code. If your customers give that code to another person, they get a discount, that person gets a discount, and it continues on down the line. And that code is forever tied to your name. We're launching brand new products. We have the only USDA certified organic broad spectrum jelly on the market. We are actively, constantly looking for the newest, the cleanest, the next best thing. We just released a couple 2 weeks ago, brand new alternatives to like Red Bull, Liquid IV. We just released the cleaner alternatives for those. So we're on the cutting edge of products, excuse me. And now is not, I just get so passionate and so excited about it, because in the 6 short months that I have been with this company, I went into this company thinking, okay, initially it was, I just want to make enough money to get my money back from what I spent in my products. I did that in 48 hours. After that, I was like, okay, well, I just want to make enough money to pay my groceries. Then it was, I just want to make enough money to pay my car payment. I just want to make enough money to pay my mortgage payment. This business, I'm going to be completely transparent with you. This is not an instant gratification business. You're not going to come in here in 2 weeks and make $50,000 a year. That's just not the way that it works. But I am telling you, this is a business with uncapped earning potential. This is a business where it's not a pyramid scheme. Those are illegal, for one. At any time, you could pass anybody above you. There is no rhyme or reason. You can make as much money as you want or as little money as you want. Some people do it just to sell products, and they're fine with that. They just want to make a couple extra $100 a month. Some people like me, they want to build a team. They actually want to see where they can go with the company. And we have nurses on our team. We have stay-at-home moms. We have guys that work in body shops. We have, there are actually nurses and people in the healthcare field that have started in this industry and are retiring They are leaving their full-time jobs because Green Compass is actually paying their salaries. We have people retiring their spouses. We have people that are building beach houses. Like I said, full transparency. I'm not saying that that's going to be you within the first 2 weeks, but there is uncapped earning potential in this company. You do not have to have any sales experience. You do not have to have any CBD experience. The great thing about this company is everything you absolutely need is provided for you. You are on a team just like this with endless resources, endless information, endless training, support, the leadership, the environment, the atmosphere, the encouragement. This is the most positive working environment that I've had, especially with mainly women, which is kind of uncalled for. I mean, unheard of. You just don't get that. And in the 25 years that I've been a nurse, this is definitely the most supportive, most fun thing that I have ever done. And in May, when I started in January. And in May, when this really started to become beneficial for me, I told my husband, once I saw the potential, I wanted that. I want more time at home with my family. I don't want to be tied to a job. I don't want somebody to hold my livelihood or to determine whether or not I'm essential, or I want to be in control of that. I want to be in control of how much money I make. I want that freedom. I want the financial freedom. I want the time freedom. Um, and I know that there's a lot of people, and I'm gonna let Kelly talk on this in just a minute. There's a lot of people also in our company that have done direct sales before. I personally have never been part of a direct sales program. Don't get mad at me, direct sales people, but I was one of those people that I was like, those people are annoying. I don't want to deal with them. I don't want to do that. This is not salesy. But guys, this industry, what you're selling, you are selling a lifestyle. You're not selling a makeup. You're not selling a diet shake. You're selling something that people are not going to want to easily give up, especially during a pandemic, which our business made more money in a pandemic than it did the year prior. And this was when everybody was at home, everybody was locked down, people were losing their jobs, and our business flourished. We over doubled our sales. People are not going to want to give up something that relieves their pain, that relieves their anxiety, that helps them sleep. I have people that say, this is the first time I've slept in 4 years. People are not going to want to give that up. And I don't have to sell this product. It sells itself. There's not one person on this team or on this call that you don't know somebody that could benefit from CBD, whether it's an oil, whether it's a jelly, whether it's skincare, anything. And that's the beautiful thing about this industry. We have everything. And not only do we have everything, but we have the best of everything. The highest quality. We've checked off all the boxes. So for me, it was a no-brainer. I didn't have to sell it. It sold itself. But I'm going to let Kelly talk about the sales part of it. She's been in direct sales for almost 20 years. She's worked with multiple companies. So I'm just going to let her talk about, just for a couple minutes, about how this is different than other direct sales companies, or other things that you probably are seeing it in the chat already, that, the thread that we're talking about now, where people are like, well, I'm with this company, or I'm with this company, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that. We're not here to try to change your mind. We're not here to try to sway you one way or the other. We're just giving you real options, being completely transparent, allowing you to ask questions. But I want to make sure that you have all the right information so you can make a decision, because there's no better time to join this company than there is now. So I'm gonna let Kelly talk about direct sales for just a minute.
Yeah. So first of all, thank you guys for just taking some time on your Sunday night to join us and just learn a little bit more. Yeah, I have, and I saw that Julie said too that she's been with some other companies in the past. So I've been in direct sales for 17 years, in addition to, just whatever other day jobs I've done. I've had a degree of success with some. I've had no success with some. I've earned free trips to Cancun with some businesses. I've been my only customer with other businesses. So I can kind of speak to all of it. The thing that's different about this, and I wanted to make sure that, Stacy and I both were just able to relay that you can have success with this if you've never done any other type of direct sales business. But there are people who have had great success and are moving their business and their focus to Green Compass CBD because they see so many differences with this industry. I mean, not only is it a new company and a new industry, but this is something where your market is every person. Your market is every person from children to senior citizens. Your market is not just sick people, it's healthy people that just need help sleeping, or it's that healthy person whose child is struggling with some anxiety issues. So it's really you will notice whether you make this decision today or whether you just have this tucked in the back of your head. You will notice not a day will go by now that you don't hear someone saying they have an ache, they have a pain, they had trouble sleeping, their child is having issues with anxiety, they're having issues with anxiety, they can't focus, their kids are struggling with focus because they've been at home for COVID and now they're going back to school, they're having hormone issues, they're having allergy issues. And instead of being that person that now is like, well, I'll say a prayer for you, you actually can do that. And then you have something tangible that you can offer them, a true help. And this isn't just, just for example, my last business, I sold jewelry. I still sell jewelry. I love it. I love the product. I love the company. I love the people. I earned 2 free trips to Cancun doing it. I loved it. But once somebody buys that $20 necklace that's on sale, I got to figure out where my next customer is coming from. This is something that once someone gets our product and it makes a difference in their life, like Stacey said, they want that month after month after month. They do not want to do without it. They'll figure out a way to figure that into their budget. And it's so rewarding and it's such a help. And we get to do that. And just especially the people that are on here in the healthcare industry, you already are doing that. That's a passion of yours. That's probably why you chose the field that you're in. And people recognize you and you're a go-to for people in your sphere of influence, that they're going to want your advice. They're going to want to ask you, what do you think about this? Do you have something that you could recommend for this? So you're an easy go-to that people like, they trust, they come to you with those questions anyway. And now you have a healthier, safer, more natural alternative. And let's face it, we're living in a time where a lot of people are disillusioned with the medical industry. And we have an alternative that we can direct them to and help them and help advocate for them and be an advocate for them. So, after this is over, just the only better time to have signed up was the day before today. The only worst time is tomorrow or any day after. Like, this is the day to figure out how to partner with us for yourself, for your family, for your family's health, but the people in your life too. Like, we have something so great to offer them, that this could really be a change for the trajectory of your family too, in such a uncertain time. Whoever thought that we'd be looking at this, but there are options, and we just wanted you guys to know that. So I'll let Stacy wrap it up with whatever she wants to say.
And I know that some of you might be here and you're like, how do I do this? All right, just tell me what I need to do. How do I do it? But this is a company. Reach out to the person that sent you. Any one of us can give you information. There are several different ways that you can join. And like I said, this could be a business to where you say, hey, I just want to make a couple $100. I want to pay for my kids' daycare. I want to pay my car payment. I just want that little extra cushion. I don't want to have to use my credit card every time something comes up. Or you could say, you know what, I'm going to run with this. I'm going to see where it goes. I'm going to give it. And that's exactly what I told my husband. I'm going to give this a year. Once I decided, hey, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to try to build a team. I love this industry. I love where it's going. I've met so many passionate people that are really into it for the health and wellness benefit. It kind of goes back to what Kelly was saying. You know, these products are for everybody, men, women, kids, animals. We have things that are helping people, and people don't want to go without those. And at a time where people are going to be losing jobs, people are going to be shifting their finances, this is one thing that they're not going to want to lose. They're going to want something to fix their anxiety, to help them sleep. Kids going back to school, some of these kids are having to wear a mask, some of these kids are choosing to do virtual school. Our jellies and our roll-ons for kids have been a lifesaver for parents over the last year. So these products that we offer, you're not, for me, I think what makes me so passionate about it is, like I said, I don't ever feel like I'm selling it. I feel like I'm giving people a gift, like I'm helping them. And not just that, but when it comes to the business opportunity, I'm always passionate about the business opportunity because I was one of those people. I was one of those people that said, there's no way. There's no way you can make money doing that. There's no way that's not a pyramid scheme. There's no way that this is real, because I am living proof. I'm living proof, and I am praying to God. And this was before the mandate even came down. I told my husband, I said, within a year, I really want to be able to go part-time. I want to be able to say when I work. I want to be able to say when we can take vacations. I want to be able to have that extra cushion in the bank and not worry about it. And I'm going to I'm going to devote myself to a team, and I'm going to just go after it. You will be placed on a team no matter who you sign up under. You are never alone. Like I said, you have constant encouragement, you have constant education. I'm in touch with my team every single day. And we help each other with posting, we help each other with engagement. And that's what this is. This is social selling. You are basically just sharing your experiences, the experiences with your customers, people that and if you don't know that much about CBD and you've never taken CBD, you don't know anybody that's taken CBD, that's okay. You can just start your business based on the results that I know everybody knows people that have taken CBD with great results. And yes, we're not the only CBD company out there. And yes, you may find cheaper CBD, and you may find CBD that works for you. But because we are USDA certified organic, and because we have the most cleanest, best product on the market, we just have something different to offer. So there's a couple different ways that you can join. Like I said, you will never be alone. And it's just one of these opportunities that you can just take it and run with it, and which is exactly what I've done. And with the new compensation plan, and with our new friend share plan that's coming out in August, let me add this too. Green Compass has always been a company that's been word of mouth. It's just been word of mouth only. We've never paid for marketing ever. We don't do commercials. We don't do radio. We don't do anything. Our company was founded just to be sold in doctors' offices and pharmacies. But once our founders knew, hey, we can get this product, we can only sell so much CBD ourselves. We're going to have to get it out to the people. That's when it became a direct sales company. So this is a social selling business. And it's basically, that's what you're doing. You're just like you share your favorite mascara, your favorite restaurant. You're so quick to let people know, hey, this is great. I love this. This was so good, or this worked for me. This is what we're doing, but we get paid to do it. And we're making an impact while making an income. That's what we like to say in our company, because that's exactly what we're doing. So we just hired a chief marketing officer last month. This guy has worked with Abercrombie, North Face, Amazon, McDonald's, multiple huge industries and corporations. And we are going places, guys. He's going to take us to the next level. So I don't believe in coincidence. I don't believe in accidents. I believe you're here for a reason. So I just highly encourage you, go on our website, look at the company, read about our company, read about our founders, read about CBD and our products. Google our company, Google the CBD industry. Just look at the numbers for yourself. Try to find one bad thing about Green Compass, because you won't. I tried to talk myself out of it for 2 months before I joined, and I couldn't find a reason. I could not find a reason not to try. And I'm telling you, it is the best decision, one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. So reach out to the person that sent you. Do your research. Just do your research on the CBD industry. Do your research on Green Compass. Take your time, but the time is now. And if you decide you want more information or you just want to ask questions, either inbox me, Kelly, we can start a group message, go back and forth, and we'll answer any questions that you might have. We've got like maybe 8 minutes before it cuts us out. Does anybody have any specific questions that you want to ask? Just unmute yourself and go for it. No question is dumb and no question is too blunt. Like, just ask. I'm an open book. Nobody. Okay.
Someone's asking about the products that are in the kit. So like the $2.99 kit pretty much has a small sampling of most of the types of products. There's something for skin issues. There's something for muscle issues. There's an oil. There are a couple of oils. There's one with broad spectrum, one with full spectrum.
They're
There's
pretty much
one
the
piece of
same.
our,
I think they're pretty much
yeah,
the same.
yeah, the one and the $4.99 kit has
A lot
almost
more.
everything in the catalog. But the $2.99 kit has over $600 in product. The $4.99 kit has like $1,200 in product. And right now, if you join by the end of the month, you get for free either one or both of our 2 new products that are launching. The $2.99 kit, you get one of them. The $4.99 kit, you get both of them. And it's a energize and a hydrate. So it's kind of like a pre-workout and a recovery, but it's also like a caffeine substitute. Like Stacey was saying, like liquid IV, or people that are looking for, there are people that are drinking Red Bulls, coffees, those liquid IVs, they're drinking things like that all day, every day anyway, but they're looking for a healthier, safer alternative. They just don't know who to trust and who to ask about those products. And now we have those options for them. So, again, no time like the present to jump on board so that you get those extras for free. And we can, help you guys know a little bit more about those, after this with discussion.
Logan is asking, so we pay for one of these kits to join. And guys, if I'm talking and this cuts off and you want to jump back on and you still want to ask questions, I'll jump back on. So just you go right back to the link and hop back on, it'll let you back in. So yes, Taylor, basically you have the option to do a $2.99 kit, which Kelly says has over $600 worth of products, or $4.99 that has over $1,100 worth of products. You can keep those products, you can sell those products, you can give those products away as samples. I know for me, when I started, I sold a lot of the stuff that was in my kit just to recoup some of the money that I spent on my kit. I got a lot of my money back that way. And also, when you get 5 regular customers a month, people that okay, I like this oil, I want it every month, I like these jellies, I want this skincare, whatever it is. When you just get 5 regular customers, that's it, every single month, you get $50 in product credit, and that rolls over. So if you don't use it, you don't need it, you want to save it, if there's something you've got your own that you want to buy, you can do that. And now with the friend share option, when you're getting product credit every time somebody shares your code, that product credit can really start to add up. Right now, we already get over $600 a year in free products just by maintaining 5 regular customers, just 5 people every single month. And with the friend share program, once we start to give our codes out and we get product and product credit and our customers get discounts, that's just going to increase. So yes, to answer your questions, that's how you join. You can join with either kit. It's totally up to you. Any other questions? And also, I want to say the only other No, we already talked about that. No, I'm good. So yes, there's a $2.99 or the $4.99 kit to join.
There's no quotas, there's
No
no
minimum.
sales expectations or anything. There's nobody that's gonna pressure you, like, you haven't sold, X amount this month, you need to, that's on you. This business is to do as little or as much as what fits into your lifestyle. But we're here to help you make it big if that's what you choose to do.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Absolutely.
Stacy.
Yeah.
I do want to say that sometimes people don't understand what it means to be active to get commissions. So we do have to have $150 in sales every month, either personal or customer sales, to be active so we can be commissionable off of our other sales.
Yeah,
So
but
if you don't do anything, then you won't be commissionable no matter how much your team does. You still have to have your $150 worth of sales each month.
yeah, and that's true. And sometimes that takes a while for people. And there's no punitive, like nothing happens if you're not active for a month. Nothing happens if you don't sell anything. And if you have more questions about the compensation plan or how that works in particular, we can definitely get you in touch with that information, because you're building a business. So it takes time. And, some people join the business and they take off, and sometimes people join and it takes them a couple months to learn the language and learn how to share the product, learn how to post, learn, just the ins and outs and how to do things. So there's absolutely no punitive damages, or, nothing happens if you don't do anything. You do have to meet, especially as you're team building, you have to meet certain requirements in order to do that. But some people go into this company to not team build. They just want to sell products. They just want to make a couple $100. They just want to make commissions. So it just depends on what you want to do with the company, honestly. And if you're interested and you want to know more about that, we can definitely get you a copy of the compensation plan, and all that information to help you make that decision as well. What other questions do we have?
Stacy, so I had a friend, I was talking to her yesterday, and she couldn't make it on the call tonight, but so she did Green Compass about a year ago, and she's been inactive since. She joined with someone actually out of Wilmington, so they're not close by, and she was asking me, like, she really wants to get back into it, but she wanted like a close-knit group around here because she lives in Mount Pleasant. Does she, like, is there a way for her to join on another team, or like she has to stay with the girl she signed up with?
There is another way. If this kicks me off, just get right back on.
Okay.
There is another way, but there is a time limit that's associated with that. And it is to keep people from maybe team hopping. A lot of people get caught up on the teams, and it really doesn't matter. This is your business. You do what you want to do with your business. It doesn't matter who you sign with. You are an independent advocate of the company, so it doesn't matter. There is a time frame that you have to wait before you join under another person. I want to say that it's exactly a year, but I'm not 100% sure. But I will find out that information for you, and let you know. Even if I have to send an email to support, that's a quick answer that I can get. All right. Anything else before it kicks us off? All right, guys. Since it's going to kick us off, get back in touch with the person that invited you to the meeting. And if anybody has any questions, just refer them to either me or Kelly, and we're happy to help. Thank you guys for listening. Have a good night.
Night.